Today we're going to challenge everything you thought you knew about money and debt. Yes, you heard me right, debt. Now before you close this video, let me explain why debt isn't always a bad thing. We've all heard the age-old adages, money is the root of all evil and never get into debt, it's slavery. But what if I told you that not all debt is bad? What if I told you that some of the wealthiest people in the world use debt as a secret weapon to create even more wealth? If you want to unlock the key to financial freedom, then you need to watch this video until the very end. We will reveal to you 5 mind-blowing ways that rich people make money with debt. First off, let me start by saying that debt can be a trap. If you're drowning in debt, your life can feel like it's over. Your debts won't wait for you to pay them off. They grow day by day since no one lends money for free. This is why the phrase, "the love of money is the root of all evil," is often quoted. However, if you know how to use debt to your advantage, it can be a powerful tool to achieve financial freedom. Let's start with number 1. Did you know that most trade is based on debt? It might sound a bit controversial because borrowing money to start a business is a horrible idea, and personally, I would never do that. But there are businesses, especially traditional businesses, where using debt is your best option. For example, let's say you want to sell pens. It's a very common product and there's pretty much always a demand for it. Ideally, you would fly to China. Find a factory that produces that kind of pen with good quality and the right price, purchase a container of pens, ship them to the US, and distribute them to your clients. But today, that's mostly done online through websites like Alibaba, unless it's a more complicated product where you have to fly to that factory. Here's the catch. You don't really have to pay for the products to have the product. First, you need to build some kind of trust with the factory. Then, the factory would gladly loan you their products in return that you would pay them sometime in the future. Once the client sells the product in the US or any other part of the world, they would pay the factory and borrow more products. You're basically telling the factory, you know how to produce it, so let me help you sell it. If I can sell it for anything above this price, that's going to be my profit. What makes this strategy great is that you're not tying up your own money in this transaction. Moving on to number 2. Refinancing real estate debts is the best kind of debt because it's filled with loopholes. If you don't have a mortgage, then you're paying extra taxes. Rich people always have multiple mortgages to be able to get all of those deductions. Remember, every dollar that you're supposed to pay in taxes, but instead you save, is an extra dollar earned. So that's another way rich people get richer. But let me give you a more practical way. This is how basically rich people get rich in real estate. Let's say you saved $200,000. That's a lot of money, but if we're going to be honest, that's peanuts. You can't even buy a house. Of course, you can get a mortgage up to $800,000 since you have to make a 20% down payment. But here's the secret. Let's say you find a property that costs $500,000. It's in a bad condition and needs some or maybe a lot of renovation. You head to a bank and get a mortgage by making a 20% down payment. Let's say you're going to spend around 10% of the total cost of the house to renovate it, or around $50,000. After the renovations are done, the value of the property would have increased to maybe $700,000. You can then take out a second mortgage, also known as a home equity loan, which allows you to borrow against the equity in your home. In this case, you can borrow up to 80% of the value of the home, which would be $560,000. Now, you have access to $600,000, your initial $200,000, plus the mortgage and the home equity loan. You can use this money to invest in another property or start a new business. The best part is that you can deduct the interest on both of these mortgages from your taxes, which means you'll be paying less in taxes and have more money to invest. Number 3. Credit card debt can be your best friend if you know how to use it wisely. Wisely is the key word in this case. Rich people use credit cards to make big purchases and then pay off the balance in full each month. By doing this, they can earn rewards points or cashback, which can add up to a significant amount of money over time. In addition, they can use their credit card to get a short-term loan when they need it. For example, if they have an opportunity to invest in a new business but don't have the cash on hand, they can use their credit card to finance the investment and pay off the balance when the investment starts generating returns. Number 4 is about using other people's money to make money. This is also known as leverage. Rich people leverage other people's money by investing in stocks, real estate, or businesses. Let's say you have $100,000 to invest. You can either invest that money in a single stock or property, or use that money as a down payment to buy 10 properties, worth $1 million. By using leverage, you can amplify your returns and make more money. Finally, number 5 is all about taking advantage of low interest rates. Rich people borrow money when interest rates are low and invest that money in assets that appreciate in value over time. When the value of the asset increases, they can sell it for a profit and use the proceeds to pay off the debt. This strategy is known as the carry trade and is often used in the foreign exchange market. So, 101 community. Debt can be a powerful tool to achieve financial freedom if you know how to use it wisely. Rich people use debt to make more money by leveraging other people's money, taking advantage of low interest rates, using credit card debt, refinancing real estate debts, and using debt to start and grow businesses. However, it's important to remember that debt can also be a trap if you don't have a plan to pay it off. And with that being said, that's it for today's video. So before taking on any debt, make sure you have a solid plan in place to pay it off and use it to your advantage. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so you'll be notified of every update. Also, don't forget to check the links in the video description. Remember, we have made it our personal goal to deliver financial education to everyone. Watch our video appearing on the screen right now. I'll see you there.